us.
Um,
Should be Mike, I think.
Welcome to the FFL Weekly, your one stop for all things fantasy football. Only here will you find expert analysis, magnificent takes, and in-depth reviews that will leave you wanting more. Join us on the season-long quest to find out who will be crowned the next FFL champion. Now, here are your hosts, Mark AT9 and Power Surge 55.
Welcome in, everyone, to Week 1 preview, FFL Weekly. Adam, put the phone down. It's time to get in.
What's going on, YouTube?
What's
Mark
going on,
AT.
YouTube? It's Power Surge 55 here with Mark AT9. Yet again, Week 1 show coming up for you here. We got a little bit of draft recap and Week 1 outlooks here. Make some predictions. So without further ado, let's jump right into it, Adam.
Yes, sir, Andrew.
So here we go. We got the league set up out here in Sleeper. Here's our great 12 teams. As I scroll down to the standings, everyone 0-0. We got the Sexy South. I don't know who came up with that division name, but, pretty good. With Jess, Kevin, Dash, and Brandon. So they all live in the southern portion of town. West side, best side. I don't know if I agree with that statement, but here we are with Ryan, Mike, Nate, and Scott. They all live within like a block of each other. That's kind of weird. Welcome to the chat, Dash and Rai. Welcome in. We love to see you guys. Great to see some friendly faces. And then eastbound and down. This is where the winners are at. Adam, I think you would agree with me. East side of town, we got Adam, Ross, Andrew, and Rob. Whoa.
Oh, was my mic not working?
Whose mic is not working?
Was mine like going through?
I can hear you now, sir.
Okay.
You're not talking at all,
sorry.
right? Oh, my bad. Yeah, I did not hear you for a second.
Okay, all right.
Hey, chat, we got Mark AT9 on. Can we hear him?
When you told me to put my phone down, could you hear me then?
Yes, sir. I could hear you then.
Okay, all right. Just want to make sure. All right, we good.
We're good. How many people are in the chat right now? We got Jeremy, we got Kevin Boucher, we got at least 3 people in here. Love to see
Let's
it.
go. Like and subscribe, share. We need all the views we can get.
Oh, we got 6 views.
I'm not doing this for free.
Like and subscribe. All right, so we're gonna jump into Week 1. Matchups here, and let's take a look. Top of the board here. Power Search 55, yours truly against Doc Robber. Looks like we got a name change here, Adam. Andrew's changed his name to Murray Christmas. Now I think everyone here should get the reference, except maybe you. Do you understand the reference of that? See the picture?
Because you have Kyler Murray as your quarterback, and he could either be a bust or he could actually be pretty good this year.
That's a good way of looking at it. But yes, but also the picture is Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. It's a line from a movie called Home Alone. Great movie. Great line.
I could know about that movie, yes.
Yeah, you weren't even born yet. So, but that's a good team name. And then Rob still hasn't changed his team name. Not sure what's going on there. He might want to, put some.
Continue his winning traditions with a winning team, I guess.
Didn't do so good for him last year, 5-9. But he's got a good draft this year. He did have the first draft pick, Adam, and as you can see, he's got a pretty solid team. Andrew's got the worst draft.
Well, I wouldn't say Andrew had the worst draft. I think he just needs help in the running back department.
That's pretty nice. It looks like Kyle Murray and Rico Dowdle have been downgraded in points this week. We can see you got Josh Allen over there for Rob, and Christian McCaffrey. So clear favorites there. Interesting battle with Gibbs and Montgomery, both running backs for the Lions. So hopefully Andrew can get the majority of carries there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's going to be really hurting.
That's kind of a good little point out there with Gibbs and Montgomery.
Yep. Receiver matchups, looking pretty similar. I think maybe slight edge goes to Andrew, but depending on what Devontae Adams does with that Gardner Minshew at quarterback, I'm not sure he's going to do so well.
Pretty decent or not very good.
Yep. And then Andrew still got Pittman in there. I know he's got Cooper on the bench. Pittman's a great player. So if anyone's looking for a trade, I think he might be available.
I was just going to mention that.
So, and then tight end, look at a slight edge to Andrew here with Kincaid, but Njoku can always have a touchdown here or there. So I think I'm liking Rob to win this one. What do you think, Adam?
Well, I think this will go down to whoever the Lions choose as their running back for week 1. Whoever has the most points as the running back, I think, will win.
I agree. I'm praying it's Gibbs for my own sake. All right, we'll jump down to the other matchup, week 1 in the East Division, and that's you, Adam, versus Ross. Ross was able to sneak away Mahomes there in the late rounds of the draft. And that's showing here against your quarterback, Daniels. Daniels is a rookie, right, though? So maybe you never know what could happen.
Yeah, I'm still debating if I want to start him or Trevor Lawrence, but,
Yikes. It's a tough decision to have there. We'll see, though. Running back-wise, I think you got slight edge there. Barkley, he might get hurt first game. That's what happened with me. You never know. He's a walking injury sometimes. But we'll see what Mixon does in this new backfield.
Yeah. I wonder if I hope he would get most of the carries, beating out Pierce.
Yeah, this will be a good, interesting matchup here between Wilson and Brown. I know both of you players took him in the first round here. Or no, I think Ross got Wilson in the second round.
Yeah, I would believe Wilson would be more of the second round or third round.
But interesting matchup there. We'll see what happens. And then here's your boy Ajuk.
Yeah, my boy got his contract. He's ready to go. Better than Debo.
Collins and Waddle. I had both those receivers last year. We'll see what's that. I traded Waddle to Ross. That's right. So he's got Waddle back on his team. Pretty high projections for those guys. And then McLaurin, that's a good combo you could have with Daniels to McLaurin. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, definitely.
This one's tough to call. I'm going to give the slight edge here to Ross because he has Mahomes.
I would tend to agree with that statement. I mean, he's definitely beating me with the quarterback projections. So.
Oh, I did. Yeah, and I did fail to mention you did have a name change here. 0-1 assassination, so that's good to see.
Yeah. Yes.
Ross, keeping with the Keyport Raiders. I guess I can't fault that. He did win last year. So, jumping down to the West Side Division, and we got some Burrow fans, I guess. Wrong horse step Burrow, which I've been told is a vulgar name, versus Burrow gives me a Chubb, which at least I understand that one, but also a little vulgar, shall we say. So it's a tight matchup here. Anyone could win this one. Burrow does get chased. We heard today. We've heard the big news. See what happens.
Wait,
You didn't hear the news?
what's the news with Chase?
Chase is on the practice field today, baby.
Well, okay, I saw it on Twitter, but they didn't announce a contract, did they?
They did not announce the contract.
Okay. I didn't know if there was like a contract announcement. We should take some time to discuss that Chase contract
Yeah,
debacle. But anyways, moving on with the weekly matchups.
Yeah, so I like Scott's running back situation here compared to Mike's. Mike, his numbers might be a little inflated if you ask me with Kamara and Ford, but you never know. They can put up big games. They have in the past. Kamara, sorry. Kamara.
I think if
that'd be a good team.
Kamara can stay on the field, then I think he might be able to pull away some points. But I don't know too much about Jerome Ford though.
Yeah, well, he is a UC product, so a lot of faith in him.
Maybe too much.
Receiving core though, got to give the edge to Mike here. I think it's clear edge. To be honest, I mean, Scott's relying on Diggs and a 3 wide receiver team with Tank Dell and Nico Collins and Zay Flowers. You know, he had a good rookie year. We'll see what happens. Maybe he pops out here in the second year.
Good point, Andrew.
A little bit of Kansas City battle here between Rice and the rookie Xavier Worthy. So interesting matchup there. And then some young tight ends with Bowers and McBride. Nothing really to point out here between kickers and defense. This is a tough matchup. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna go with Mike just because at least he changed his team name this year. So that's my take.
Yeah. Well, I mean, changing your team name doesn't really mean much, but I mean, at least you're keeping it fresh.
Right. All right. I'm writing these down, chat, so we all can tell. We can revisit this next week to see how we did. All right, here we go. Other team on the west side. We got a new team name, ABCDEFU. Interesting. That's a little aggressive, but it's creative.
Yes,
that's very creative. I like the team name. CD Lamb, of course. And then Team Horrible Trade, which I guess Nate's gonna run this out to the ground. I don't know why, because we gave him shit last year because people thought he had a bad trade now, and it ended up being okay. But he needs to change that team name, hopefully. But I don't know. It's up to him. If we look at the match,
Andrew, CD Lamb was he not on your team last year?
He was. Yes, I did trade for him, and he ended up
thought
being
so.
a big power for me. I wanted to take him this year, but obviously it wasn't going to last to my draft position. I like Nate having Stroud here. A lot of people are down on him going into the second year. I think he's going to have a great year, but we'll see. Running backs, pretty even matchups. I mean, Stevenson's going to have to get the ball. You know, he's the only guy in New England, and Bengals usually have a crappy run defense. So,
maybe
he might have a better projected game. Obviously, CeeDee Lamb, you gotta hope he's going to have a high season this year. I know Nate's big on Marvin Harrison. Tried to get him. He didn't want to budge. So we'll see how he does.
I think Ryan is not winning with Deebo Samuel though. I think he rather have Ayuk.
Oh well, I'll open for a trade. Put him in the trade market.
No, he's not open for trade. Sorry.
Come
on, chat. What are you guys thinking? Why is it so dry?
Dead? I don't know if people left or what.
It says we have like 3 watching still or something.
Or 6 at one point. Now we're down to 3.
What does it say now? Oh.
Well,
if you're still here, let us know.
I appreciate it. Then who else we got? Oh, he's got Kelsey on his team. That's a good look in the tight end room. pretty even across
Travis
all
Kelce is a
receivers.
wash, though.
I mean, everyone thinks he's a wash every year, and then he ends up doing good. So we'll see. I heard he's going to break up with Taylor Swift today, per the contract. I don't know if you saw that rumor. So
I hope that's true.
Might screw up a season. You never know. Oof, this one, slight edge. I'm going to go with Ryan. I hate to do it, but I'm going to go with Ryan in this one. Any thoughts, Adam?
I would agree. I think his wide receivers are pretty good.
Yeah. All right, we'll jump down to the sexy South. We got Kevin against Alex to start things off. This might be the you know what? I'm calling it right here. Game of the week right here, Adam. Look at this projections. Almost 100 points for each team. These two teams might have had the best draft of anyone. Very high-scoring game it looks like it's going to be. Starting out with, I don't think Love's a bad pick. I mean, he might break out the season. He did really well at the end of last year. Jalen Hurts.
I think it might be a little overhyped.
He might be a little overhyped, but I think Hurts is a little overhyped too. Outside of him running his butt fumble touchdowns, whatever they call that play. And then,
the brother that he should have.
But he's got my boy Bijan, so I like that for Alex. BJ, and I think Kevin's got some solid running backs. I tried to get Walker from him. He didn't want to trade him. Not too sure how Aaron Jones will do this year. I think he's the only guy in Minnesota, but he was kind of struggling there for Green Bay at the end of the year. So we'll see what happens with Aaron Jones. And then, Tyreek Hill. Goodness, 13 projected points. Wow.
Oh, wow. What a fall off there.
I don't know about Nakua. I mean, with Cooper Kupp coming back, we'll have to see if there's enough balls to go around for both of those guys.
Might be like a Ayuk, Debo kind of thing.
It could be. Yeah, and then DJ Moore, he might have a good season with Caleb Williams. It's going to be as good as people think. And then DK Metcalf, he's pretty underrated. So
I feel like, like some of the players are good on this team, but like also like kind of like it's kind of risky. I feel like on this team.
Yeah.
You have Akua, and then you have Tank Dell. I mean, yes, they can produce numbers, but are they producing those numbers as frequently as you would hope? Probably not.
Right. And I don't know if Alex saw today. I see him in the chat. Thanks, Alex. Kyle Pitts, I think he got a questionable tag today. It looks like he just messed a hamstring up or something. So keep your eye on that, Alex. This is gonna be a tight one. Game of the week. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna give the edge like 50-50. I mean, percentage wise is what Sleeper's telling us.
Would you take the under or over for 100 points? I don't think this is gonna reach 100 points.
You don't think so? All right. That's an interesting take. I'll write that down.
Yeah, sure. Screenshot it. Do whatever.
Adam took the under on this. I'm gonna go with Dash. I'm gonna go with Dash on this one. We'll see what happens.
Thank you, Alex, for your subscription. Much appreciated.
Yes, thank you, Alex. Finally, last game. We'll get quick here. We'll speed it up. We got Jess against Brandon. Oh, I forgot to mention, this also is the game of classic team names. Raging Clue and Team Dash have never changed their name in the 13 and 14 years they've been in the league. So, respect, I guess, the non-creativity there, but I respect that. All right, real quick. Final game of week 1. Return of the Mac. I'm an idiot. I don't know what that means. I mean, Jess has
the Money Mac.
Pearson. Bobby Mac. What do I don't know about this?
Does Jess have McPherson?
Yeah, Evan McPherson. Yeah.
Yeah, Return of Money Mac.
Is that what that? Okay.
Winnie McPherson. Yeah, I mean they have quite a few nicknames.
It like a relation to something. I don't know. Jess, if you're in the chat, you can let us know. But then we got Mediocre Panthers, Brandon, who he is mediocre based on his draft. I think he's got the second worst team against me here so far.
Richardson, I don't like that at QB.
Richardson, I saw a stat today, and I hate to say it because I got Pittman on my team, Brandon. But apparently Richardson, since high school, has played like I don't even know, like 200 snaps or something. Like he only played like
Yeah,
1 year
yeah.
college, and he hasn't been healthy at all now in the NFL. It's like he played some like
Thinking
ridiculous.
about making it to the NFL, that's crazy.
But
You
he's good
barely
in
played
his
any
couple
games.
weeks. Yeah, he was good. So we'll see what happens there. Obviously, I want him to do well for my own selfish gain, but
Yeah,
pretty
of
even
course.
matchup overall. And then Kieran Williams, he's looking to be good. I try to get that. I got that running back from Brandon. That's his backup. We'll see what happens, but I still think he's going to get the majority of share of the carries. So I think Jess is going to be good there. And James Conner, he's a stud for Arizona. But pretty even matchup running backs. Chase, he is now officially on the team, I believe. So
What does that projection say for Chase?
9.25
Oh, okay.
versus St. Brown's at 11, so a little edge there to Jess. And then she's got Cup.
I mean,
and
these
Navy,
projections,
so.
though. I mean, like,
Yeah, you never know. I mean, she's got the rookie out of New York, Malik Neighbors, and then Brandon has Keon Coleman, a rookie from Buffalo. So some rookie wide receiver matchups there. Brandon does have Sam Laporta, so that's a pretty big edge tight end wise. I know. I'm gonna go
excuse me.
McPherson. Look at that projection for him. Goodness, I don't know why her team names Return of the Mac. I'm gonna go with Jess on this one. Right down here.
Okay. Is that just because of what Sleeper says, or is that because you believe in the team?
A little bit of both. Don't put me on the spot. All right, team.
Gotta keep you honest, Trig.
Keep me honest. I appreciate it. We'll check the real quick before we jump over to the Challenge and Survivor League. Let's check the chat real quick. We did have one trade this week. Andrew keeping that agility rating at A++. He made another trade. First one to do it again this year with Captain Gator. He traded Cortland Sutton for Blake Corum. That was probably pretty stupid, honestly. Cortland Sutton's going to be the number 1 wide receiver for Denver. Blake Corum, he was getting some hype. Now he's cooling off a little bit. He's going to be a backup running back for L.A. Now L.A.
Andrea, it's not very polite to talk to your fellow trade partner like that.
Well, the trades have been completed. I'm talking bad about myself. I'm the one that got Blake Corum. So.
Oh, I thought you got Sutton.
Yeah. Oops.
You got fleeced.
I got fleeced. So we'll see. I don't know. It might work out. I got 3 poop symbols. I got a goat symbol. Some people like it, some people hate it. We'll see. A couple waiver claims. We'll see. We'll see what happens when actually week 1 gets done and we can start looking at waiver pickups. So I think real quick we'll jump into the challenge series here, and I'll switch over to that on my other screen. So
does this even apply here?
What's that?
Does this apply since?
So this is going to apply for week 1 since we're going into it. So I want everyone to know this. So I don't want to hear people complaining. So again, week 1 challenge is Porter's house. Excuse me. So Clinton Porter's had the most points in a fantasy game ever. I think it was like 60 something, but that's why it's called this. But the team with the highest single scoring starter. So if Anthony Richardson has 42 points, and he wins as long as he's starting. If Brandon has Cortland Sutton on the bench and he goes off for 32, and that was the highest player this week, doesn't count because he was on the bench. So they have to be starting. And so, as we go forward each week, I'll update this. So we'll have the high score winner, which still gets $5. So if your team overall score is the highest of the week, you get $5. And then the challenge winner will get $5 as well. And then we'll jump into the Survivor Series. So again, 12 teams enter, 1 team survives. This is worth $40. So each week, the lowest scoring total team is eliminated. So put a little example in here. Like if this week Rob scores the least amount of points, boom, he's gone. His name's been eliminated forever. And we'll update this going into the next week of who actually got eliminated. It'll probably be me with their score.
No, it'll be Ross.
It'll be Ross. Oh wow, that's tough, man, coming from you. All right. Well, did we miss anything, Adam?
I believe not. Let me just say good luck to everybody this first week. Enjoy it while it lasts, being 0-0, because the losses are coming for some of you guys, but also the wins are coming for some of you guys. So just enjoy it before you start getting mad at your players. That's all I have to say. Good luck.
That's very well said. That's deep. That's deep coming from you, sir. I appreciate that. It's nice.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Well, you'll see me in the chat getting pissed here. I'm sure starting tomorrow. The
Oh yeah, you know what's coming.
game starts tomorrow, so don't forget to get your lineup in. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next week.
GG.